want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. So, as context, this has to do with the video that I gave to you guys dealing with my opinion about the redo of The Color Purple and such, right? So, just for context. She said, y'all get on the internet and act like black women are not entitled to have their own experiences portrayed in art. Instead of facing actual problems within the community, such as rape, spousal misuse, femicide, womanizing, you cry foul as if these things do not happen on a large scale. Danny Glover's acting triggered black women because some of us have actually gone through and suffered the mistreatment. Baldwin gave Nikki Giovanni pushback on this very same topic. He wants to focus on the humanity of a brutal man instead of holding him accountable for the harm he does, as if black women should just take misuse because a man goes through racism and social injustice. No, sir, you can keep that hurt over there. Furthermore, this film tells about Celie and Suge's relationship. If no one wanted to see the story, there would be no support for the Broadway shows that have been continually exhibited throughout the years. The conspiracy of this so-called agenda that intentionally harms black men is tiring. You can't control other people's feelings and the stories that they want told. The only thing black men can control is themselves, their behavior, and the actions they take moving forward. As a black woman, I will tell my own story how I see fit, whether good or bad, and so will the rest of black women. You're right. You are 1,000% correct. And again, this isn't me trying to control what it is that black women are able to say and do. I'm not trying to be your oppressor or anything like that. Like I said, that's for somebody else to do. That's for somebody else to do. Because you're right. Black men cannot control what it is that you do and say that is for white men to do. Because when you happen to go to your job, a white man will tell you how to dress, what hair to put on, what makeup to put on, your eyelashes, your nails, the height of your shoes. He'll tell you all of that. How on time that you are supposed to be. That is the only man that can sit up there and tell you what it is that you are supposed to do or not do, and you are going to directly listen to him. So again, you are right. You're right. The only thing that black men can control is themselves completely and fully. Because what I've understood is that even if you are trying to let a black woman know something that is of her best interest, right? Just informing her, telling her certain things, that there's a lot of pushback, right? There's a lot of talking that will happen, that will go on, right? Because the funniest thing is all of these images here are a symptom of a larger issue that doesn't get talked about. As she listed, she was like, "Hey, black women, there's tons of black women that go through all of the experiences that were listed in the color purple. Fine, no problem. Fine, no problem. So if we can sit up there and generalize that and state that, then that means that we can also say and generalize that there are a lot of black women out here that are doing a lot of the actions that you are seeing in all of this footage. And there's a variety of actions that are taking place, some of which that are twerking, one in a gas station seeking attention. And she's doing this around black men. Remember, black men are the main ones that harm and do a variety of things negative towards black women. So I'm not sure why it is that she would decide to do that there, right? Not sure why. Wouldn't she want to do that in front of somebody else that obviously is not going to do anything, right? Aren't those guys the ones that are going to go out there and directly cause some type of harm? They're instantly going to do something because they're seeing her do that. They're enticing her, so they have no other way of doing anything but to go after her. Then you have another black woman there deciding that she wants to make fun of slavery, and she want to be in the field picking cotton and twerking along with her friends, and stating, basically this is what it would be like in 18 something in 1800s, right? So never mind all of those black women that had to go through whatever and whatnot during those times. dealing on those plantations, never mind any of those atrocities that they had to face and actually see. We're going to sit up there and focus on and talk about that twerking, right? You got other ones of a black woman sitting up there dancing directly on her son provocatively, right? You got another one of all black women and a little girl sitting up there eating directly inside of a store of items that they did not pay for, just opening up, just sitting up there eating. You got other videos up there, right? Because we want to talk about the harm that happens to black women, right? So then you got the lady in the bodysuit up top, third photo. You have a woman that sat up there and decided that she wanted to act a certain type of way. Now I might want to remind people that when men happen to do it or look like that they're going to do it, crucified and rightfully so. No problem. Not even justifying that at all. So don't even sit up there and try to misconstrue my words, right? But a woman does it. Where's the reaction? All of those women there saw what that woman did to that woman. Why they not reacting? Why they not crying foul? Why they not screaming? Why they not calling for the police? Why the security guard not jumping on her? Right? So then the second video from that, you got a young black girl and a black teacher. The black teacher took the girl's phone because she wasn't supposed to be on it or whatnot or whatever. And the student decided that she wanted to get directly up in the teacher's face and she wanted to swing on her, right? And then the first video that's directly up there, you got a group of black women up there fighting in a school, mothers and daughters fighting directly in the school. You got another video down there of a mother trying to explain away the fact that her son, or I'm sorry, trying to excuse the fact or give a justification for why it is that her son was out at 2, 3, or 4 a.m. at night in a car. And she stated that she depends on her son. He is the man of the house, right? And then directly next to her, you have a black woman that decided that she wanted to attack another black woman by using her car as a battering ram, running through a gas station, and then ended up flipping her car in traffic when she ran into somebody else's car. So again, you're right. Black men cannot tell black women what to do. We can't. We can't lead black women. We can't tell them what to do. We can't do any of that. The only thing that black men can sit up there and do is worry specifically about themselves, right? Because y'all got this. Y'all got this. And I'm bringing this up because we're talking about hurt in the community, right? And I'm the type of person, I'm an equal opportunist. So if we're going to talk about the hurt in the community and we're going to use the example of the color purple, and we're going to say that a lot of black women have gone through all of the things that have gone through in the color purple, no problem. We're going to also generalize and say the exact same thing here, that you got a lot of black women that are not mothers. You got a lot of black women that are not women. You got a lot of black women that give a whole bunch of excuses. You got a lot of black women that use their kids as payment plans and tickets so that they don't actually have to get their lazy selves up and actually work and get a job versus being on government assistance, because they decide that it's easier to lay on their back and just continuously pop out kids. And then when things get a little bit too hot in the kitchen, they want to turn around and blame fathers, right? Then we need to sit up there and also talk about the fact of the hurt and the harm that black women are causing, not just to themselves, but the image of black women do by way of the fact of them sexualizing themselves online. And I'm not even going to point this towards black men, because it's a broader scale, right? Because whenever y'all decide to take trips, y'all want to go to Seoul, Korea, y'all want to go to China, y'all want to go to Japan, y'all want to go to Russia, y'all want to go to all these other countries where there are non-melanated people there. Guess how they sit up there and look at you? They're going to turn on IG and they're going to look all through your timeline. They're going to look all through your page. And they're like, "Oh, this is how those black women act. They like to twerk, they like to dance, they like to do stuff like this." So that's all they're going to expect of you, because y'all not putting y'all best foot forward. Y'all not showing them that y'all smart, that y'all knowledgeable, that y'all are valuable. You sitting up there leading but with your best assets. And then we're not going to also talk about the fact that what? You got black women out here that are sexualizing themselves to their sons. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to bring that up. But of course you state that you care about the well-being of black women. But yet when I showcase things that a quote unquote black woman like yourself or many others out there who say that they care about black women should actually know about, right? And should be speaking about and should direct time and energy in order to fix, I get silence. But yet if I talk about the color purple or something like that, now the people that normally are quiet, now they want to pipe up. Now they want to start talking. Now they want to start voicing their opinions. But yet I got tons of other videos that you could be voicing your opinions on, but obviously you don't care. And when I specifically do go by one on each one of these little clips or whatever that I got, clips or videos, when it's dealing or pertaining to black women, y'all never show up. Y'all never have nothing to say. You can completely see all of the actions there, and none of which had anything to do with a black man. But yet, but yet, you want to talk about and pipe up on the color purple. Okay. All I'm saying is, let me know the benefit of what has taken place of the color purple being out there and how that has elevated and pushed black women to greatness and let black women, really see their value in this world, in this existence. I'm not talking about on some movie that's way back. I'm talking about how it is that the color purple has put black women, how it has propelled them in the world, how it has pushed them oh so far. Because I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing no correlations. I ain't seeing no correlations in between the color purple and college, the color purple and black women becoming millionaires, millionaires. Because before the color purple existed, you already had a young black girl that was already a millionaire. She was so rich during that time that she had to be identified as white. And you had many more like her. So like I said, I'm just, you know, that's all I'm saying.